Superman 1983-7 here. I haven't been around very much lately, but that's because it's construction season where I live, and that is my trade. I wasn't planning on making video, but I saw a video that Sami Zatarri has recently put up called, well, we'll let you hear what he has
You
to
know,
say.
atheists say that the reason they don't believe in God is because of the lack of evidence. You know, they don't see the evidence that leads to the existence of a God. So my question is what would it take for you, an atheist, to believe in God? You know.
Now, Sami wants to know what kind of evidence an atheist like myself, or a self-proclaimed anti-theist, would need to believe in the existence of a God. A God. I believe, Sami, you were talking about your God as so described in the Quran. Um, or maybe you're just talking generalized as in any God because any God could exist. The thousands and thousands of different interpretations of the Abrahamic God. Which interpretation are we talking about? Uh, what kind of evidence would we need? Well, we need pretty much the extreme amount of evidence, something that would solidify everything that it has been claimed in either the Quran, the KJV, or the Book of Mormon, or the Catholic Bible, anything. All right. First, we would have to find an understanding of which of these gods are valid. Now, as you are Muslim, Sami, I believe you're talking about the Quran. So, what would I need? What kind of evidence? Well, it's the same evidence I would need from any other translation or interpretation of the Abrahamic faith. As Christopher Hitchens said in God is Not Great, and in his Portable Atheist, extraordinary claims demand extraordinary evidence. And there's an abundant lack in evidence when it comes to religion or a faith. Now, what would we need? Well, we need the type of evidence that would make religion not a faith, something that you believe in, all right? A faith is believing in something without it being backed by um, fact, without being backed by an understanding of it actually being true, right? This is you believing in something without any evidence supporting it's true. So, what would we need? We would need the kind of evidence that would make faith not faith anymore. It would be completely and utterly truth. And that's it. All right? Something that no one could refute. No one could provide an argument against the existence of this God. Whether it be him showing up or materializing and saying, this is me, this is truth. Everything you have read about me is my words. Now, if this had happened or does happen, I would have a lot of questions for said God. If it was this God and he made everything and, you know, the mountains, the ocean, the earth, the universe, and everything like that, and all that stuff, and if he's an all-knowing, omniscient God, uh, why is this book so thin? The dictionary to explain the English language is 3 to 4 times the size of this. That's just explaining the English language, all right? Linguistics, all right? Now, to explain the existence of everything, the universe, the earth, everything that lives in it, the mechanics of the earth, how it stays, where it's at, the entire natural science of the earth and everything in it and everything out of it, which should be explained within a holy book, right? If he has created everything, he should provide an explanation on how he created everything. And I'm not talking about the Genesis explanation because that makes absolutely no sense whatsoever, all right? That is a fairy tale for prehistoric man that was used, I believe, as a catalyst to scare the general population into believing in one God so a government can control them through a religious text. And that's not just my interpretation, that's a few other interpretations. So, what interpretation are we talking about? The KJV, the Book of Mormon? Are we talking about the Quran? 1,000 other interpretations of this Abrahamic God? Or are we talking about another God completely? We don't know. We don't know. I know within my heart of hearts that I don't believe any of them are true. Because I don't have the evidence to back any of this. Any of these extraordinary claims don't work. So, what would we need? Well, that was already answered. This question has already been answered, and answered quite profoundly by the late, great Christopher Hitchens. Extraordinary claims demand extraordinary evidence. And until you, your religion, or other people and other religions can provide extraordinary evidence for these extraordinary claims, we will stand as we stand, proud atheists, stuck on reason, stuck on knowledge, and base all of our beliefs on rock-solid fact. If you can provide any of these extraordinary claims with solid evidence saying that this is true, Sami, then this is no longer a debate. There is no longer an atheist and a theist. There is no longer faith, mind you. Because as soon as this happens, faith is expunged. There's no believing in something. There's knowing something exists. And I think that's something everybody should do. And everybody should know that if you're going to place your time, your effort, and your money into something, this wholeheartedly, you should have at least the very minimum 100% understanding of what it is and that it is true. So that's my explanation to you. And the answer to your question already lied in a book. Anyway, Sami, hope this answers your question, and I'll probably get a response, and I'll be here to answer it then. Bye.